You never not on my mind. Oh my, oh my. You never not by my side. Oh side, oh side. I'm never gonna make you cry. Oh cry, don't cry. I'm never not be your right. Alright,
Okay.
alright.
Hey pals, buzz and lovelies. Welcome back to Mooning and Musing with
Megan?
and Hannah.
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo.
Okay, so we already recorded this once this week, and
So it feels weird.
yeah, I felt like I was like not feeling good during it. I don't know why I said I felt like I was not. I definitely was not feeling good during it. So we're just, redoing it. We just watched the Broski Report. I got my sweatshirt
It's
on.
so cute that she has her board on
the background.
sweatshirt. Yeah, it's so
I
cool.
like the table too. Iconic.
Yeah.
I got
It really is.
a compliment on it from like a big dude at Kroger the other day, and I was like, huh. So Broski Nation just is what it is.
Stretches far
There's a
and
whole
wide,
bunch of
guys.
us. Yeah. there's no one look, Anyway, we just watched her new episode, and it got my gears turning, and also your gears. So.
You feeling all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay.
Alright.
I just feel like I was yapping for a long time.
I was so ready.
Normally you jump in by now.
Well, I was locked and loaded, ready to listen to you talk about Broski.
Well, this is the one where she cried, and this is why I was like, we got to re-record the episode, because I was just in such a terrible mood, and it made me start thinking about I want to be more conscientious of what I put out in the world, and I didn't want to put it out because it was so I don't know, I just wasn't feeling good. I didn't want to bring anyone down with my negativity, and I've been kind of trying to not focus so much on negativity, I guess, because I feel like so often there is a lot of really shitty stuff happening in the world, and I'm having a really hard time, I think, focusing on anything that's good, and I don't think that that's good for my brain. And she said the line about I'm gonna start letting go of things that aren't serving me.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so true.
And she even said, there are things that she liked, that she really enjoyed, that, she loved, but they're not really serving her.
Yeah.
So she was going to leave claw marks, because she was letting it go, but it needed to be let go.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't know. I kind of just wanted to talk about where I'm at in life right now, because I feel like I've been trying to put on, I'm about to go to therapy literally tomorrow, and maybe everything I'm about to say should just be for therapy, but I'm going to say it here. I've been really depressed recently. I think I've said that in other episodes, but I mean the kind of depression where you're floating around feeling like you're not a real person type depressed. And I think part of that has been contributed to I don't know, I just graduated college in December, which I know I've talked about that, but being a 20-year-old right now in the world is so weird. Because some of my friends are getting married, and some of my friends have kids, and
Yeah.
are in houses, and it's a lot of my friends also still live at home, and it's just, I don't know, there's just such a mixed bag, and having the degree and not doing anything with the degree and kind of feeling just like a worthless human right now has given me really bad imposter syndrome. When I think about having gotten a college degree, I'm I feel like I scammed my way through it. I feel like they didn't catch me. I shouldn't have got it, and I slipped through the cracks somehow and got it.
Okay.
Even though I did get I did a lot of work to get that degree.
Man, you had to turn the stuff in, that you had to get feedback from it. You went through the whole process.
And it's I don't know. It's just a weird time to be a 20-year-old, because I still live at home, and it doesn't feel good. It's not feeling good. And you don't live at home, and you're not really feeling great either.
Doesn't feel good when you don't live at home.
So it's just a mess. And I'm afraid. I'm 27. I have no prospects. I'm not 27, I'm 25. But damn, might as well be 27. Jeez.
Give me a year. I'll get there.
Yeah, I'll be 26 later this year. But yeah, I'm really scared of moving out and having to take on bills, especially when I feel so distrustful of just the culture as a whole as far as the economy goes. And I'm scared of a full-time job is so horrifying to me. And the concept of
horrifying is a correct word. Sorry, continue. It's just you couldn't have put it better.
Yeah. And I know that that's like, it makes me feel like a baby because I'm like, am I
and
just.
It's like, why is that like childish and babyish to be frightened and terrified of a soul sucking fucking job like that? Like, why is that? Why?
Right.
I'm not a baby. I'm fucking smart.
Well, it's like everybody has one. And I'm like, what's wrong with me that I'm so like cripplingly afraid of it? Yeah. But it's like,
sorry.
I just can't believe that as a culture, we are just okay with spending more of our time working than not working. Like, I understand that we all need to contribute to society and like everyone needs to do something in some type of way. But it also is kind of sickening to me that so many of the jobs that we do aren't actually, like, they do contribute to society, but, like, we don't need to have 100 types of yogurt and 100 types of cereal and, like, so many workers to support overconsumption and lining the pockets of these billionaires. And I have a really hard time reckoning with that.
Yeah.
So trying to find a job that's worth doing, that also has a good work-life balance, while also dealing with imposter syndrome and like lack of confidence in myself has been like a real struggle. So right now I just wanted to like talk about that because I'm sure that I'm not the only person going through something like that.
You cannot be.
Yeah. And like trying to grapple with how to get your mental health to be better while also dealing with those feelings and dealing with the reality of what you have to do to live life in a comfortable way. Because like I do want to have like a comfortable enough life, and it's just tough, man. The imposter syndrome is tough. And like I'm going on a negative spiral right now too, but I just want to let you all know.
Well, I mean, it might get a little negative if you're discussing it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you've discussed it in detail. You've hinted, but you're not discussed it. You know what I mean?
Detail, yeah. So I've been trying to figure out how to like find joy in like little things. And you remember that song from Meet the Robinsons? Where it's like,
is it towards the end?
Our lives are made.
Is it the montage one? I don't know.
I think it's at the end.
Okay, yeah.
I think the montage one is different. In these small hours.
Oh my god, yes.
That song
fucked me up when I was a kid. Not only now. That song
fucked you up now.
That's what I'm saying. Not only now, fucked me up when I was a kid. I fucked with Meet the Robinsons. It made me feel like wanting to live life hard.
Right.
It's that type of movie. Oh,
that's what I've been trying to think about.
Eyes. You see my eyes watering right now? Because it feels so fucking good. Ooh.
That movie, gonna watch that movie later, maybe.
Fuck yeah. Well, that movie is so beautiful. I love when movies make me feel good about life and feel good about like living and being human. Love it.
It is nice. I like when I'm like happy to be alive as well.
Yes,
love it.
Feels fucking good. And I love when people put pieces of art out that make people feel that way.
Yeah.
Because you need that. That is the whole reason we do that. You need it.
We make art to make people feel things, yeah. Yeah. What did we talk about in the last one? We talked for an hour.
Hey man, couldn't tell you.
We talked about Robert Pattinson. Hey, it's the first day of fall.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So there's that.
It's the 21st.
That was one of the things I said in the last one, is that I hate fall. Trying not to do that. Trying not to be so prickly and negative about it.
Yeah. I understand why it would be difficult for you to not be, though. So, like, you know, don't have to cut cold turkey. But, like, I guess maybe check yourself before saying things, I guess, maybe.
It's better for me after Halloween. Because, like, to me, Halloween, like, it just confuses me a little bit. And, like, this isn't, like, me passing judgment, but, like, people get excited about the, like, the cold weather, which I do understand. But it's like we enter an era where everything is dying, and I don't know how that doesn't depress people. Because that does, like, watching the leaves die and fall to the ground is very depressing to me. And there's people that just eat that
they just focus on the color changes, you know? And it's like, I don't know how many people are actually focusing on the dying of it. I don't think they're really paying attention that it's a dying
You know what else changes color when it dies?
Like pretty much everything, right?
People. You're just looking at a corpse. and you love it. You love to step on their little corpses and hear it crush under your foot.
Well, now you make me feel like a sick fuck. Because, like, I actually do finding a really good crunchy leaf and just stepping on it.
They kind of smell good, too, when they start decomposing the leaves.
Oh, you just mean, like, outside?
You know what I mean.
Like, just, like, okay. I thought you were picking up decomposed leaves and going...
No, they have a smell. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and pumpkins. I actually do like that smell with the pumpkin. You have, like, a flame in it. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, too.
It has, like, a little roasty smell.
I actually really, I enjoy certain, like, traditions and things like that come with the fallness, though.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
I like some of the movies. I fuck with some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras? But yeah, I like some of the movie. I like Paranorman a lot.
I love that movie. Megan introduced me to that movie.
It's good, isn't it?
Megan introduced me to a lot of Halloween movies, oddly enough.
You weren't a big claymation person. I think you kind of avoided it, and I got you to give it
because
another
my family's fucking weird. That's why that was avoided.
They hate it?
No, because my family is so hyper focused on things. If they're weird or not, then they make fun of you if it's weird type thing. So it's like that's a little different. So it's weird and you get made fun of.
That's another one of the things Brittany Broski talked about today was like
get over that.
Well, also
not in
like,
those words,
yeah,
though.
That's one of the things where it's like the bravery. And, like, this isn't saying that you shouldn't have acted that way because everyone acts like that. But, like, the bravery to do something
I am
cringy,
not like that now.
Yeah. It's easier when you get a lot easier once you get that frontal lobe together.
Once your brain is, like, fully fucking developed, it's actually crazy that it, like, works really well.
Yeah. You start doing shit. Damn, I really had a train of thought that was going, and it was going in a good direction.
Went into the fucking clouds,
and it went into the clouds. Y'all remember that scene in
from Inside Out?
Damn, we were talking about different stuff. I was talking about
they're literally on a train of thought.
Girl.
Oh, that's right. They're literally on a train of thought. Bridge, I forgot about that scene in that movie. Dream.
Hit the head, fast asleep, dream a dream, you little plebe.
Ooh, she got it. Wow.
And then he did a backflip.
Yeah.
And then he had his that stick that he was flipping around everywhere. The fact that he did that in that Taylor Swift music video, I said that so fast.
How, like, I will say, like, yeah, let's laugh, but, like, he did what he did, and he was a kid. And he didn't care.
He trained for it, man.
He did.
He's always been kind of a weird guy. He kind of gave me...
He is a silly, weird guy.
So Twilight, this is what we did talk about in the last one.
We can talk a little bit about that, because that's so fucking freaked me out.
I've been listening to Twilight, and so it's put me on kind of
that is an interesting experience. You read it last time.
Like on words?
Like in the book, yeah, like you physically read it, but now you're listening to me. Okay. All right, period.
My brain, like, I know you don't like audiobooks, but my brain does the same thing with both of them. It, like, makes...
I feel like I take in the words in a different way for some reason.
It's like the exact same experience to me, except someone's reading it to me. So, like, my brain still creates, like, the images and, like, follows along the same way. Is that what your brain does, too?
In a way. But with audiobooks, sometimes, like, if I were to do it at my place of business, I would be like, and then I would forget, go back.
I disassociate so hard.
I easily get lost in there instead of like listening to what that person is telling me. So then I have
that issue more when I physically read books.
When I physically
because
read,
I don't have anything, I can't visually. There's no visual stimulus. Like, I have to have both, so I actually absorb it better. Like, I can obviously read, but I absorb it better in an audiobook. But, like, when I'm dialed in to reading or listening, my brain does do the same thing, where it's, like, creating the images for me.
I love listening to music while I'm physically reading.
That I cannot do unless there's no words in the song.
No.
I do sometimes do that thing where I, like, when I was reading ACOTAR, I read A Court of Silver Flames, like, physically. Actually, I read that the first time, all of that physically. And then I re-listened to it to read them again. And then I read Silver Flames. So I've read ACOTAR twice and Silver Flames once. Okay. I'm actually on my third reread of ACOTAR right now. But when I was reading Silver Flames, I put on Valaris ambiance. on the screen, and it had like a piano, and I really felt immersed.
Set the scene. Because, like, why not?
That's nice, too. You can find something
you're, like,
on
so
YouTube
in
for
deep.
anything.
Like, you, like, are literally existing in that world. Oof.
They have the Shire ambiance.
I'd be in there. I'd be in there.
Yeah, they have Hogwarts. J.K. Rowling's piece of shit, but Hogwarts still seems cozy.
It always does. I hate that you tainted it.
I know.
I'm working hard on not letting that happen. I'm gonna try and watch Harry Potter this Christmas.
Let her taint it.
It's been a long time.
It makes me feel better that most of the like actors
literally
and stuff
just
are
about
not
everybody.
shitty about it. Yeah.
It's never them. Just sucks that creative mind is so hurtful and hateful.
I don't think she was like that when she was writing them. She deteriorated. Like her brain had to have rotted. You know what I mean?
Well, myth like, or not, man. Like, lost my train of thought.
What's going on with us?
Clouds.
I still can't find my one from earlier, and it was really good.
Oh, well, there's no way we're gonna find it now.
I'm still looking. I'm still looking for it.
All right, you keep searching.
I feel like I was gonna talk about. I don't know. I'm just trying to like be a more positive human and like find things that I enjoy doing. One of the things I'm trying to do to like combat my depression is actually go and do stuff. Because I started thinking about it and like we work nights, which is really hard for my freaking brain. Because I don't know if anyone else does this thing where you get into wait mode, where if you have something to do later in the day, you physically can't do anything else.
I am very, very guilty of that.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And for me, that's like
it's like
every day.
My whole day's booked.
Because I work nights. So like if I have to do anything before it, that's bad.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make sure that I go to more places. Because I feel like my world is so small right now. And like Brittany Broski was talking about, she really changed my life with this like everything she's done, honestly.
Her projects, man. Yeah. Like they've just been comforting, kind, sweet.
She's a very loving and exciting person.
She's
like
very
excited person, I should say.
Well,
and like
I get excited and she gets excited.
And I've been like a really unexcited person recently, which is, I don't know if y'all have been able to tell in the episodes, but like I got on antidepressants, so it should be better in like 2 episodes. But yeah. So I've been trying to make sure that I like am doing other things. Like I'm gonna try to make an effort to like go for walks and stuff and make sure I'm not, because the only places I ever see are my house, sometimes a grocery store, and my job, and sometimes your house. And that's I went and did something different this weekend. I shout out to my friend Courtney. She's getting married. I went with her to get her wedding dress picked up, and we went like to a new place, which is like not that far from my house. So I was like, that's crazy. This is like a new place to me. Like obviously I've been there before. I was like, damn, you really have not been leaving your house, have you? And that was really fun to like see different people and then do something different. So I'm going to try to like make a point to do more of that, to feel more joy in my life.
I also did something different this weekend.
What'd you do? Oh, you went to the concert. Talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
You talk about yours first, because yours was happy.
So like, I can't believe I went to Indiana 2 weekends in a row. I went to Indianapolis this weekend to go see the Aces, the band, not the team. If anybody knows either of those. It was actually really cool, because when they were on the stage really quick before I even like say how the trip was and everything, they were like excited and happy about the crowd size. And she had said, like, she thanked Chapel because she was like, some of these people did show up because of Pride. Like, it was the first time they had been to Indianapolis as well. That was the first headline they did there.
That's cool.
So it's like the fact that many people showed up on the first one that they did there, and that had to have been because of the Kentuckiana Pride. It was so big. Like, yeah. So that was really cool. And like, yeah, she got emotional, and like that was really cool. Yeah, that was a really fun, intimate concert. Like, it was quite small. I love the venue. We were talking about we want to do that more. Like, go to smaller venues if we can, because we didn't like where we were. We could see them perfectly, but we didn't like fight our way up to the front. We just like casually hung back.
It sucks that it's really not that much cheaper. We have Casey Musgraves in November. Do you remember that?
What?
We're seeing Casey Musgraves in November. That might be a problem that you forgot, actually, because it's on a Wednesday.
Well, yeah, let's talk about this right now. Pause. We'll get back to that later.
But yeah, we got those tickets like
Pretty good.
like a while ago. It's on November 12th at the Yum Center.
You're still talking about it, dude. We keep talking about it. But, anyways,
$30 tickets.
Megan was supposed to go to that concert this weekend.
I woke up late. So we were supposed to leave at 1:30, and I was supposed to drive, and I woke up at 1. And then I was upstairs brushing my teeth, and my sister, the way she did this was so funny. She, the door was slightly ajar. She, opened it, and she was like, Billy chewed up one of my ADHD pills. And I was like, and she was like, but, I don't think she got a lot. And I was like, she's very small. So,
she got any.
It's going to be a
she
problem.
Got something.
So I had to take her to the vet, and I was there for literally 8 hours, I'm pretty sure. And I got there, and, that was kind of depressing because, animal emergencies kept coming through. A dog with a broken back came through. It made me kind of grateful because I was like, at least Belly's okay. Because they did not seem stressed about her at all. They checked her, and they were like, she's stable, so you're, going to have to wait. And I was like, that sucks, but good. They're not that stressed out about it.
Yeah.
And she had to get a saline pouch. I say saline, I don't know what it was. They had to inject liquid under her fur, and it created a lump under her fur, like water.
I wish I could have seen that.
And to flush her kidneys and her liver, and they gave her a shot for nausea too. And she was pissed at me the whole rest of the day, which sucked. I came home and she wouldn't look at me or talk to me.
Holding it against you, you did it.
Yeah,
when you're helping her out.
Your dumbass bit a pill,
dude. You know better.
And what's ironic about that is sometimes I give her if I give her a new wet food, sometimes she won't eat it. Sometimes she's like,
yeah, she was totally fine with eating a fucking capsule. Was it
nasty.
a capsule?
It was a capsule.
That's insane.
But they were worried, so she didn't eat it. She just bit it. But they were worried.
She bit it and had a little bit on. Yeah.
And they said even whatever got on her tooth could have hurt her though. So I was worried.
Damn.
And you have to pay. Fun fact: if y'all didn't know this, it's $95 to call animal poison control. For them to tell you. It's $95.
What is up? Are you...
And I called human poison control, and they were like, this is also funny, because we're in Kentucky. I didn't even tell you this part. And I was like, I don't know if this is the right place to call. I didn't know there was an animal poison control, so I just called regular poison control. And I was like, my cat, bit this pill, and they were like, we're going to have to transfer you to animal. Here's the phone number, and, gave me the phone number. And they were like, real quick, though, where are you calling from? And I was like, Kentucky? And he was like, this is the Illinois poison control. And I was like, okay. I didn't know that there were, I just Googled poison control, and that was a number that came up, but he, got pissy and hung up. I was like, damn, I can't call Illinois poison control. I have an Illinois area code, too, so why did he even ask?
Why did he act so fucking weird about it?
I grew up in Illinois, and I still have my phone number, so I have a 618 phone number.
Well, then that...
Weird.
That's so odd.
You think that he had GPS tracking on my phone?
What the fuck? That's weird.
You think that he knew where I was? You think he was like, oh, I almost said my address. You think he was like, Louisville, Kentucky?
That's so odd.
Isn't it? Just tell me. What if I'm dying?
Are you following me?
Damn. But yeah, redirected to animal, $95. And guess what? I was put on hold, and I was like, I'm just going to go to the vet. And I still had to call him. Because I got to the vet, and they were like, yeah, you're going to have to call animal poison control, so they tell us what to do. And I was like...
Y'all actually pissed me off. Y'all actually pissed me off.
They were actually really helpful, though, once I got past the paywall.
That's crazy. What?
They actually really knew what they were talking about. It's crazy. They had, toxicologists on...
Fucking paywall.
On demand.
On demand?
So there's that. We were talking about Twilight.
We'll finish that up. Sorry. Anyways, Megan couldn't go to that concert because of that whole ordeal with Belly. She obviously was going to have to wait with her, and it took hours upon hours upon hours. So
I was so hungry. You guys have no idea how hungry I was.
With Austin and my sister instead of the four of us. But it was,
nice little concert.
Yeah. I would love to go to more smaller concerts with us. And, we don't, it doesn't always have to be, it could just be there to hang out and be in a group, in a crowd.
Yeah.
And dance with live music.
I don't actually love the band they were gonna go see.
Listening to that live music, they were so good. Like everybody was so fucking good at every instrument, dude. Like it was just, yeah.
They are talented. I'm just not like that type of. I don't know. I'm more of like a. I don't know how to explain it. My favorite type of music always has like synth.
Yeah,
synth.
I do love synthesizer.
Like, yeah, it's just like a different vibe, and they play like live instruments, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Some funky bass beats. Absolute favorite. They really love those, and I fuck with those. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, they have a new song coming out.
Mostly have like there's like a Venn diagram, and it's very overlapped, but there's like
it's
this
like
sliver
98 point
that's
like
different,
6, 7, something like that.
Yeah, overlap. I don't think. Do I have any songs you don't like?
I'm sure. Because I have plenty that you don't like. Like, it's bound to happen.
I think yours strays further from me than mine does yours.
I try so hard to, like, really just get myself to like something really quick with music specifically, because I'm really trying to get what they're trying to lay down. Sometimes it just don't make no fucking sense to me.
Well, you're pickier than me in some ways, and I'm pickier with, like, books and music and movies.
Yeah, I can consume just about
and you just go for it. Yeah. Whereas like I'm like certain animation styles I just can't get past.
Yeah.
Even if it's really good.
Yeah, truly. So yeah. Our pickiness is different.
Yeah. And even Austin's too. We get into it with Austin sometimes because he will not watch old movies.
And because he means old like
2005.
Like early 2000 movies are picky, yeah.
And you would think it's because of like homophobia or like that kind of stuff.
It's
sometimes
the effects, it's the immersion.
But it's actually the effects. Yeah. It's like the CGI is not good enough. Yeah, which I think is hilarious.
And that does suck because like some older movies I watched, and I'll circle back to like just the plot, it just makes me feel so fucking good. Like the story is there. Like that, you know, that's the immersion that I was getting. It's like how they built a story in it. So
I feel like we just don't be hopeful like we used to be. Like
so true.
There used to be hope. And I feel like it's one of those eras too where it's like reflecting the current like state of things. You know what I mean? Because like whenever we were feeling good as a culture, they were making happier movies.
Yeah.
And now like COVID happened, and then like the economy is the way that it is, and like the politics and stuff. And it's just really hard to be a positive person. But goddamn, are we gonna try?
It's a fucking fight, I will say. But yeah, I'm willing to put up the fight, man. I really am.
Put in the work.
I am. I really am.
I just looked at your list of things to talk about. It says Brittany, Megan feelings.
Megan's feelings. Oh. Nice try.
The possessive apostrophe.
I didn't even put that up there. Because it's like, when I'm doing my quick hand notes, you know, I don't even need that.
I see your finger right there.
I thought that's the Y. That's the S.
You're just overlapping.
It's cursive.
Looking like an apostrophe.
It's a cursive S.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it's the ink doubling up because it's that pen.
Sure.
Focusing pretty hard on that.
How did we talk for an hour last time?
Twilight.
I'm genuinely really like, what did we talk about?
When I just sang that, dude, it made me think of we were out and about, and we went to Target just for the hell of it. Lauren and I did. I think she just really wanted some new sunglasses, specifically from Target, because Austin mentioned something that he might have gotten them there, and I was with him, and we were not at Target. Just had to say all of that. But anyways, we saw a Jeep next to us, and it had a sticker that said, Jeepin' for Jesus. And I was like, Jeepin' for Jesus. Dude, that is catchy.
Is that a real song?
No, I made that up.
You made it up?
Did you like
nice.
that?
Yeah, I do. I do that all the time. I'm glad that's starting to catch on.
I thought it was pretty catchy. Because, you know, what does that mean? Pretty
Jeepin'
cute.
for Jesus.
So, tell us in the comments below.
Are you Jeepin' for Jesus?
Yeah, and tell me what you think that means. I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts.
It probably just means that they're in a Jeep and they're just doing everything in life
cruising for love,
Jesus.
Man. They're spreading the love. So, Megan's listening to Twilight, and I saw a TikTok a few days ago, and I told Megan about this when we recorded this the first time. That Stephanie Meyers' brother, did I say that right? Yeah, because her last name, is it Meyer or Myers? Oh my God, I think it's Meyer.
I think it's just Meyer.
Stephanie Meyers' Sis brother? That's gonna fuck me up.
I think
The
it's Stephanie Meyer's
her brother's
brother.
name is Jacob. One of her brothers' names.
Yeah, that is
And then there was other ones. There were also other wolves, right?
They were the other wolves.
There was Seth. There was Emily. Like she had sister names in there too. There was another one, wasn't there? Paul.
Leah too.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is, she named all these people after her
siblings.
And I think it's so... She's such a weird person. She's such an odd...
individual.
Human.
Yeah.
And, like, the Mormon themes, once you know they're there, are so blatantly obvious.
At the front of the fucking book.
So, like, that's weird. But also, like, the fact that you named a love interest after your brother is exceedingly weird. Like, above all the other weirdness, that's above it.
You didn't have to...
And then made him in love with a child.
Yeah. You didn't have to do that. All those were choices made.
I think she lost the plot. Like, because you know how it started? Like, you know what made her write it?
No, man. I never looked into that because...
Okay.
Like, I enjoyed Twilight, but I was never... Like, I never enjoyed it like the others.
Yeah, that was my first, like... So I'm really big into, like, those, like, the fantasy romance novels specifically.
Yeah.
ACOTAR, those type of novels. And that was my first one, and I read it in literally the third grade. So, of course, I ate it up. Like, I was like, wow. And, like, reading it now as an adult, I'm like, that had to have been bad for my brain. Had to have. Because they fall in love. And, like, first of all, he's mean as hell. Because she goes in and he's like, oh my god, this bitch, I have to eat her. And so he's mean. Because he's like, no, I gotta eat her. So, like, and in her brain, she's like, what did I do to make this guy hate me so much so fast? And the next time he sees her, he's like, hello, my name's Edward Cullen. And she's just like, hi, I'm Bella. Like, he didn't just, like you didn't just walk into him in the office trying to drop the class because you were in the class. And he didn't even know you. That would have pissed me off.
I would have been mortified. I would have been like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't happen to just anybody. Like, what are the odds that this person hates me so much and we don't even know each other's names?
That part. And then she's just a freak about it. Like, she's just happy. She's like, oh, he likes me now? Hey, immediately red flag. And then she doesn't know he's a vampire.
Twist like that.
And he keeps doing this cringy shit where he's like, you should stay away from me. If someone acted like that towards me, I'd be like, period, you're weird. What do you mean you're dangerous?
Well, I also,
what are you talking about?
I'm going to believe you. Yeah. Why are we not believing this person?
If someone was like, you should stay away from me, I'm dangerous, I'd be like, he's going to shoot up the school.
Yes, after they had done a complete 180 with their attitude towards me. Yes. I'd be like, say less, this person, stay away. I would have told other people to stay away.
Yeah, I'd be like, that guy's a fucking freak.
Warning.
And they have no friends? Yeah, school shooters.
And they always sit at that table and they
So yeah, Bella, and he keeps telling her, like, you're an idiot if you don't stay away from me. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, you actually are. He keeps telling you. And then...
How is that? You're only on the first one right now, right? Yeah. This is going to be fun.
I just got to the part with the baseball scene. That's where I'm at. And the way the baseball scene is described in the books, because I watch the movies multiple times a year, to be honest. They're so comforting to me. I love the aesthetic of where they are. Like, even though the movies are terrible, I also love Robert Pattinson. I think that bitch is so funny.
I also enjoy those movies.
Like, when I watch him playing Edward, knowing how much he hates Edward, it is so funny to me.
It makes it a more fun, like, experience to watch the movies.
It's like you really acted your ass off and just hated that man. You just hated his character.
For a long time.
I once again forgot what the fuck I was talking about. I don't know what's going on with me right now. Where was I going with this?
Twilight.
Hannah, save me. Can't talk about anything.
Okay. Alright, okay. So I would say after we left the concert, we were driving back and I forced them to listen to that Weeknd song 3 times. I wasn't gonna kill them, but it's a phenomenal song and I know they did enjoy it. So the 3rd time we did listen to it was on the way back, okay? And windows down with that song blaring. Beautiful.
That song is really good.
Talk about an out-of-body experience. It was amazing. And it felt really, really good. And I cried. It felt so good.
I do really like that album, which I'm glad. Not that album. That song. The reason I said album is because I was going to say I really did not like his last album that much.
I haven't listened to it yet.
It was not bad, but for him, I was like, this is not giving. Because his songs always make me feel like I'm gonna like floating. Well, he gives me exactly what I was talking about that I say I like in a song,
I
like the synths and
just like literally. Yeah, he's just. That's an artist that I'm just like that music. Anything that he produces is like.
There's a reason he's like the number one most listened to Spotify artist.
Still, check that yesterday.
Because everybody likes him.
Yeah.
Damn, I really had points I was gonna make that I just lost at the beginning and the Twilight thing. I think it's really funny that I was talking about Twilight and you just jumped into something completely different.
I figured you would want to bring it back to Twilight, which you kind of just did.
I didn't, because I don't got nothing to say about that.
All right. Well, I don't know if I'll ever get myself to reread those books, to be honest. It probably would be fun, but like that's time I just don't want to spend on something like that.
They're very easy.
I know.
Like, you don't just fly right through it.
I gave all of mine. I actually used to I had one of them, like a physical book, because my grandma had one for some fucking reason. I think it was like New Moon. Like, that's not even like the first fucking book. And I don't know why she had it, so I got it, and then I was such a weirdo that I was like, oh, I gotta complete the set. So I had to get all 4. And I was like, why did I, or 3, 4. Oh my god. 4.
Is there 4?
Yes, there's 4.
Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, yeah, Breaking Dawn.
And
The Secret Life of Brie Tanner. That's not even what it's called.
That's what I was like,
The Secret Life of the American Teenager. Dude, Shailene Woodley fell off. You know, she's a big Trump supporter.
For real? Like,
Actually.
Yet she, like, literally got arrested for, like, doing something, like, was, like...
They did
lines
like something on TikTok about this,
sense, man.
where it was like the granola crunchy like aesthetic to MAGA pipeline.
I would love to see this in what did you call them? The circles, though.
Well, it's because they're both distrustful of the government.
What graph is that called again? Is it a Venn diagram?
The circles?
Yeah. I want to see it like that and the overlap.
Well, I think it's because they're both so, like, the government's out to get us, and then you just go a different way. Which, like, I'm kind of like that, too, but, like, I'm not going that way. Like, I know I'm not ever going to go that way. You're not going to get me. There ain't no way. There ain't no way you're going to get me to support Donald Trump.
Yeah. Why did you bring up The Secret Life of the American Teenager?
Because I said The Secret Life of Brie Tanner. But it was the short second life of Brie Tanner. So there was actually 5 Twilight books, 6 if you include Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun is way better written than all the Twilight books, by the way. That one is actually pretty good.
Because it is, like, written better, and it's from Edward's perspective, right? So, do you want to read that?
I think she got someone else to help her write it and just didn't credit them, seriously.
Oh, you don't think she, like, worked on the skill?
I don't know, because she only wrote, like, one other book.
Oh, for real?
She wrote Twilight and The Host, and I think that's it.
I forgot that she wrote that book.
And I thought The Host was honestly, like, I love the aesthetic of Twilight, but The Host was objectively better writing.
I literally have that physical copy. And it's not even like my book. Yeah. What do you think?
I'll bleep that.
That'd be funny. Go ahead and just redacted. Anyways.
Oh my god. You know what I might do? I might splice some of this episode with some of the last episode that we filmed that we aren't going to use. I might try to do
trick
that.
them out. So if anybody does watch it on YouTube, you'll have a little fun.
It's going to be really funny because I'm wearing the same shirt.
I know. She put it on because we were going to talk about Brittany Broski in this episode. Like, it more, and I don't even know if we brought it up in the one that we filmed.
I really did want to talk more about her, but I feel like my brain's just not working right now.
It's really okay that it doesn't. And we're probably just going to constantly bring her up in episodes. So,
well, she's part of the reason why we started this podcast is because seeing her be a freak on the internet made me feel more comfortable. She's the first person that I've really seen myself in that much, if that makes sense. Like, I've never felt like I've had so much in common with someone that other people liked, and it made me feel like maybe people will like me too. And like,
that's cute.
Yeah. And like, not that I'm dealing with more confidence issues than I've ever had in my life, honestly. I think what happened with me is like, so you know how everybody just feels bad in middle school?
Yeah.
And then I think I got to high school and I had like stuff going for me. Like I had the drill team and I had friends. So I felt good about myself then. And then I was in college for a long time and I had friends and like had school going for me. And now I don't have any of that. And I just feel like shit. So I'm trying to find like And that's not how self-worth should work at all. Like, and I don't see other people that way either, where, like, if they're not doing anything worthy, and I don't even see it that way for other people. Like, there's a worthy way to live your life, because just existing is worth doing. But for me, I just don't see it that way. I think I had really high expectations for myself, and and when I say expectations, I mean, like, I just had so much faith that I was going to figure out something that was going to bring me joy and make me money, like, enough money to, like, have a good life.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't happened yet. So it's like, it just doesn't feel good. It's just all around not a great feeling. You know, sometimes you just feel like shit.
Oh, now you're being funny. Now you're being funny.
I know, you get, like, really depressed, you, like, lose your sense of humor, and, like, that was the final frontier. Needed that back. That's when I went on antidepressants.
Yeah. Yeah. oh, she brought out a different giggle.
Because if you can't laugh, then what you doing? You know what I'm saying?
God, laughing. Thank you so much for that, because I took you literally.
Yeah, she just memed me.
I took it to Lauren. Did I tell you that? I feel like I took. Yeah, I did.
Like, you pulled a Lauren on Lauren, or you pulled a me on Lauren?
You on Lauren.
What'd you do?
I told you when she said that phrase that my mom said, when you're so close in the concert at Pride, there's the ass to elbows comment. And I was like, that's impossible. I was like, you cannot do that. Like, that literally does not happen. Like, that cannot happen.
That's what I said. You throwing your ass up at their elbow, or your elbow.
The elbow's hopping down there, man. Scoop.
It's a funny ass saying, though. I love those old sayings that are just
my mom
dumb.
has got pocket full of them, and I just think that they're from my grandpa.
A pocket full.
Pocket full.
Your grandpa's pretty funny. Her grandpa's so sassy.
And such a teddy bear.
Yeah. Don.
Donald.
He so
Shout
isn't
out.
watching this.
Much love. Nah, he watches it every week.
He was really nice to me. Like, every time I've ever seen him, he's giving me a hug and been
He's so
sweet.
fucking nice.
Yeah,
like,
he's
he's
a nice
so
little
nice.
guy.
Yeah.
He's always got his hair really well groomed
He's
as well.
always
Like, it's very, like, you can tell he's got, like,
well,
a
actually,
comb.
he has a beard now. Full beard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's, like, clean cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Always smells good. Yeah. Shirt tucked in. Always. Like, he's got a belt. Always.
Doesn't like fish.
No. I actually don't know if that's true. Is that true? Do you know that about my grandpa?
Your grandma put fish in front of him. He was like, fish!
Oh, and that fun. Did you guys just hear that? My grandma put the meal in front of him, and he said, fish.
But you could tell, though, he was trying to be like, oh.
Me, when my dad made dinner for everybody, slaved over the stove for hours, and I was like, shrimp.
It'd be like that, though, because then you feel pressured to eat it because they made it, and you're like,
the way that I was so ready to fucking starve and then sneak back upstairs and, like, scrounge
some
up some
cereal.
food, or get, like, some slices of cheese, maybe a little, like, pickle.
I
like,
love a slice of cheese when you're freaking hungry.
Ooh.
So good.
Comment down below. Favorite slice of cheese.
Oh, my God. Provolone.
That's your favorite slice of
sharp
cheese?
cheddar.
Havarti.
Havarti?
I'm a fucking whore for a sliced Havarti.
There's
on
no
my
wrong
sandwich
opinions.
with a little bit of chipotle aioli.
That was such a passive-aggressive thing to say, but it was kind of funny. I'm going to start whipping that out on people.
What did you say?
I said, there's no wrong opinions.
If you just change the tone and how you deliver things, it actually is really tone delivery problem. Do you know what I'm? No.
I have heard that, but I don't remember what it was
It's from
from.
Cruella. When she literally is like, what? And then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, tone
That
delivery
movie's
problem.
better than it got credit for, honestly.
I really, really did enjoy that movie. I thought Emma Stone did a great job.
She's a really good actress.
I
She was
love
in
her.
Poor Things. Great.
Never fucking
It was like
finished
she
that.
should have got an Oscar or something for it. She did get an Oscar for it.
That's what I thought of.
I think I have a burp in me. You guys ready for it?
A little wet at the end.
I'm not gonna blow it at you because it smells like
You've been having some stinky burps.
just today.
Wondering
Just
why.
today. Let's watch
Okay.
ourselves.
Oh,
let's not
like
make it sound like I have a
like saying
guttural,
you have nasty burps.
You just did.
That's the first time I've only said, like, the only
But it happened.
Oh, my. So what, you don't like me anymore?
What are we doing here? What are you doing
I thought
to
I
me?
was hitting you with you.
You were! Yeah, what's going on?
Because it's fun. You should hit me with me sometime. I would love to see you act me out.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I hit you with a little sarcastic comment. You get really upset when I do.
Because you don't always pull that out.
When I do, it's good, though. Because I only do it when I know I'm about to land.
It really sucks when you don't.
You know what else I've been thinking about recently? A lot of One Direction stuff. I've been thinking a lot about One Direction, and I think I have an opinion. And I thought about this is a weird thing to say on the podcast, but I've been thinking about stuff that we should do podcasts about, and I think we should do hot takes, but not like the Two Hot Takes podcast, but like where we say our hot takes. And this is one of mine that I thought of, but I couldn't deliver it to you because you're not going to know what I'm talking about.
But I'm excited to hear it.
I think Louis Tomlinson.
I know what you're about to say. I feel like you've said this in the car once.
What do you think I'm about to say? Because I don't think this is not what I said. What?
Oh, there's no way you're going to know what I'm going to say. Go ahead and just say it.
I think that his music is the closest to One Direction. So, like, if you miss One Direction, and I feel like his gets the least amount of, like... Listens. Yeah.
Even
like
more so than, Liam?
Yeah, actually.
Damn, I thought he was just at the bottom.
He has some hits.
You're right. He does.
Yeah, he has like
a couple
that
singles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has that one. And Louis hasn't really had one that like
popped.
Has been like a success the same way that like even Liam has.
Yeah.
Liam's is my least favorite out of them. Like they're like solo discographies.
I'm not ashamed to admit because I wasn't a huge fan. Like I should have been, but it was
his genre is not my genre.
Well, no, I haven't even listened to his single stuff, and I didn't even know he had single stuff.
Liam?
No, Louis.
Oh, you would probably like Louis, actually.
I'm sure. I would.
Yeah, I think his is the closest to what One Direction would be like if they stayed together. If that makes sense. And that makes more sense because I recently found out that he was one of the main writers on a lot of the songs. Aww. Like he wrote like a lot of this. They all co-wrote, but he was like one of their hits. He was like a heavy writer on. And his voice also carried the band in a lot of ways. What was like the way it harmonized. So his music reminds me the most of One Direction. So that's been cool to like go listen to his stuff.
That's very cool.
And then Zayn just announced a tour. And I'm just feeling like I really miss them interacting with each other a lot.
Well, I mean, they were together for so long.
Really? Not really.
For a band?
Like a few years.
That? Damn. It was only a few years? They released an album
every year. That's why it seemed like it was so long.
Well, how many years was it then?
I think they got together in 2011 and broke up in 2015.
So only 4 years? Is that correct? That's crazy.
Or 16. I don't have my phone. Can you go to Spotify on your phone? Isn't that crazy? They would release an album and tour every year. I can't even imagine how tired they were. And they were like teenagers. And now they all have like, I don't know. Some of them have some issues. Like Zayn has talked about having to overcome some like serious issues that he had, like anorexia and stuff, which is sad. Now he has anxiety. But his solo music is so good. I've been really listening to his song T.I.O. a lot. Like a lot. Yeah. Like I listened to it like 100 times.
That is a very, very good song. That is a very good song.
There's a part where he, oh my God. So good. Yeah, what are the years?
It's actually less.
Yeah, I was pretty close to right.
Because 2012 to 2015.
They released 2 albums in 2012.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then 2013, 2014, 2015.
Let me see that.
And then it ended.
May 25th of 2012. And then this one came out in November. Our birthday months.
Isn't that insane?
Wow.
That is cool. Yeah, they flew through.
Poor kids.
They burned so bright.
Well, we've got 2010, actually. We've got EP stuff going on here. Yeah, November 2010. So actually, their first album was 2012.
I'm really confused by that. Can I see that?
Yeah, you do.
Rarities. I wonder if these were released later and that's just the year they tacked on them. Yeah, because you and I came out on like this album.
I guess we need to do a.
I feel like they did that
Spotify look up. We'd have to like look up.
Yeah, because they did that with Taylor Swift's discography too. They released one later and put like a year on it that was just came out like
that annoys me because I like using Spotify for Let It Be Right.
Yeah, sometimes they fib.
That's a lie.
They did that thing with Taylor Swift because that was when it was like recorded and Big Machine can like still apparently release under her name. I don't know if that's still true, but they could at the time. And they released like the Tim McGraw remixes and they put 2011 on it or something, but it came out that year.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It could have been something like that. But yeah, that's my One Direction hot take. I've been thinking a lot about One Direction recently. I think I'm going to rewatch their little documentary that they did.
I've never seen it.
Do you want to go down that path with me?
Hell yeah. Can I watch it with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never. All right, I love that.
I just got really excited.
I love how excited you are.
I remember me and Leanne watched that when I was living with my grandma in like her guest bedroom on like my laptop I had at the time. We watched it together. It was super fun. Leanne, you know what I'm talking about. I know you remember.
That's so cute. I love that you watched it on the laptop.
That was why me and Leanne were so close. Like one of the reasons is because this is my best friend from high school. We liked all the same type of music. Like her Instagram handle was tied together with a smile _. It's not that anymore, but really cute. Really loved that. Rip tied together with a smile _.
That's how, Christina and I were very music heavy. Yeah.
That'll do
Feeling heavy, you know?
Yeah. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Leanne's always just been so comfortable, like, in a way that, like, I was kind of comfortable being a dork in high school, but she was really comfortable just liking whatever she liked, and she's still like that. And I really respect that about her. So, she also went with me to the vet for Belly, so shout out Leanne.
Good job. Fucking beans.
That bitch ate a pill. What is the matter?
You know what? I'll ask it on the pod and we can redact it if you want. How the fuck did she get a hold of a pill that's supposed to be in a pill bottle?
So Emily's theory, she thinks that we went to the lake a few weeks ago and she like didn't take the whole bottle because ADHD med's kind of hard to get, and I think she pays a lot of money for it. So she didn't take the whole bottle. She just took what she needed.
She was like afraid she was gonna like lose them or something,
or like leave them there. And she had separated them out into like a little bag, and she thinks the only way it could have happened is like when she was emptying the bag, it like just fell to the ground or something. I don't know. Belly's also a very, like, I know cats are curious, but Belly is an exceedingly curious cat.
She's dangerous.
She gets into stuff. Her head's
pretty small. So she can get into shit too.
She has already been to the emergency vet 3 times. She's a year old.
That bitch had a piece of yarn.
She ate a piece of yarn, swallowed it, and then shit it out, and it was hanging out of her butt. And
Megan was like, "Let me get this," but don't do that.
Well, it kind of was coming out on its own, and I kind of just gently pulled it, and it happened to come right out. If there was a lot of resistance, I wouldn't have. But yeah. For future reference, they told me, like, don't ever pull it out, because if it's, like, really long in there, you can, like, yank their intestines. That part.
How would they get that out?
I think they cut
just leave it in
and
there?
Just wait.
Until it slowly
Unless they, like, need surgery. I think they would do, like, a scan to make sure that it's not knotted up in there.
I would love to see a little x-ray.
Belly's little intestines. Belly's belly. Yeah. Belly Beans is Belly Bean. Oh.
Damn, I love that kid.
I love that kid too. She's so mad at me for so pissed. I think I already said that, but like I can't overstate how mad she was when we got home.
Man.
I wish I could just explain to her and be like, it was for your own
babe, you shouldn't eat that pill. Why do you think we took you there?
We're both looking at her over there in the corner.
It's hard not to get distracted when she comes in the room.
Baby. Sweet little.
We'll get to
I was gonna share her theme song.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I forgot what it was. It was based on that. If y'all are chronic TikTok users like me, it was based on that. I remember. Belly, the belliest bean, the kitten of my dreams.
That is pretty good.
And it's based on.
That is pretty good.
Remy, the ratatouille, the something. The bride of all our lives, I think is what it was.
Whoa.
They had made, like, did I tell you about this?
Probably.
I literally just posted on our Mooning and Musing story today. It was, like, me explaining all the internet lore.
I was like, perfect. Couldn't have been better.
And it was, like, this girl, like, but they made a whole ass musical out of Ratatouille, like just the TikTok community did, like multiple people contributed, and I think it all got taken down because Disney's so weird about their trademarks.
People are so creative. That's ridiculous so for creative. Disney to doing that, dude. How dare you? Do you know about the Judy Hopps lore? No, and I know who that is. So
Judy Hopps?
Yeah, bitch, okay. I do know who that is.
So there's this guy.
Who do you think I am?
On TikTok.
I'm a fan.
And his username is Judy Hopps Lover 69 or something. And he posts weird stuff about Judy Hopps.
No shit. If your number is 69.
But it's clearly like a bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but
it's
obviously
clearly
it's gonna be weird if you're.
Yeah. And Disney sent him a cease and desist. And he posted the video on TikTok of him calling Disney's legal team and being like, so to be clear, they said, hello, Daniel. Or no, it was Nicholas. Hello, Nicholas. And he said, just to be clear, we're suing you. And he said, yeah, see you in court. Because they wanted him to change his username and he just didn't. And he's still, I went to his page after that to see if he was still going, and he was.
How?
Ignored the cease and desist, and that's why he's going to court. I think usually you can get out of a cease and desist if you cease and desist. And he continued.
I think it's pretty funny that he's got that much, whatever you want to call that.
Some people just don't have any fucks left to give. And if you have made, as a grown man, your name, Judy Hopps Lover 69. He put everything
into that. He's like, you're not going to take that away from me. That's all I have.
I am the Judy Hopps Lover 69. But yeah, that shit's fucking funny.
That is funny. That is so much effort put into that.
The amount of fan accounts that exist for shit is crazy. Like there's a fan account for almost anything you can think of. And I always am like grateful it exists when I'm trying to find something.
My niche thing that I like.
Yeah. But then I'm like,
oh my god.
But then I'm like, Belly just dumped a whole glass of water.
No, mug.
Yep.
Like a thick, wide mug.
Shaking her
The water gushed out.
But I'm always glad that like the fan account exists when I'm trying to find the thing. But the fact that somebody made like an account for like the baseball Twilight scene, for example, that is an account that exists on Instagram, is baseball Twilight scene.
But alright. Okay. Alright.
They post like memes and stuff, but hilarious that exists. Judy Hopps, there's one for that. There's a lot of them for Interview with the Vampire. I've been meaning to finish that.
Yeah, no, we never actually finished the first season.
I really like the direction that they went with the new one, though. It's off of everything because it's on AMC Plus, but I bought it if you want to watch it.
I thought it was on Netflix.
It's gone.
They took it off Netflix?
I don't think it was ever on Netflix. It was on HBO.
Netflix has AMC stuff with it. They've gotten more shows that have bottom left corner that says AMC. And I'm like, would you guys strike a deal?
So I'm going to be really upset because I bought it. And that was not that long ago.
But
it was like $20.
Oh. That's not the number I thought you were going to say.
It was a whole season. If you buy a show, it's expensive.
Wait. You couldn't get it on Amazon?
It was on Amazon. The purchase was made via Amazon. What did you think I meant?
Saw you got like an AMC thing, and I didn't know AMC had like any like a.
Hell no, no. I'm not getting any more of those type of subscriptions. They need to stop. They need to stop.
It's pretty crazy.
Everything.
Actually, everything has their own subscription.
I drew the line at Paramount, and then they just kept making them. Like I was okay with Netflix. I was okay with Disney. I'm good with HBO. Hulu's already questionable.
It sucks because Hulu does have a good handful of shows that I truly love.
I don't like the format. I don't like the way that
I hate the format. I hate how the ads work.
Yeah.
I hate how the back and forth goes. I hate how the up next works with each show. Like sometimes it's different. I actually have a lot of bones to pick with Hulu. I do.
And the way that
and that's
they
why
don't have this like a
so
good
many that I
enough
love.
Suggestion algorithm either compared to the other ones. And I don't like the way the profiles
It's hard to find. Their profiles fucking suck.
Yeah, Hulu, this is your sign to fix your.
You know what? Amazon also has some shitty fucking.
Don't like
iPhones.
Amazon's either, but I like that on Amazon you can get anything you want.
Because you can just
if you just spend $3. I like that about it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Netflix didn't think of that before Amazon did. Where if they didn't have what you wanted, you could just get it for a fee, for a price.
What is that from?
My brain.
Even better.
I I'm sure I'm not the first person to say that.
Well, but that tone, that accent, that everything.
Whew. What an episode. Dang, I wish we started out giggly and got serious later, because I feel like people would have stayed on longer.
Damn.
If you made it to here.
What if they left when, like, we were talking about deep stuff?
Was it deep or was I just complaining?
Whoa. Guys, did she sound like she was complaining? Because it didn't to me.
And this is why I'm depressed, I think. That was another part of it, is I think I try to, like, get... I try to get myself in a good mood, and then I get mad at myself for not just being in a good mood, and then I'm mean to myself.
Yeah.
And then I get in a worse mood.
And you know what? Like, I get it. Everybody does it. I do it. But, like, you know what you're going through. You really shouldn't be mean to yourself, like, ever.
But what are you gonna... Like, you can't control that.
Like, you literally...
When I'm like why are you being so...
That,
like, you be in your brain like, why are you being so negative? And then you're like, why are you being so mean to yourself about being negative? And you're like, stop! And you just can't. You just keep going.
Oh, well...
Down a hole.
Well...
Welcome to the hole.
Well, I don't...
You liking it?
No, I don't go in that hole.
Ever?
Of course that's happened. Of course.
I don't know.
Try to avoid that.
I'm having complicated feelings about shame, because on one hand, your shame doesn't purify you, but on another hand, some people should feel ashamed about certain things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about shame. Ugh. Where do you want to go with this, man?
I don't know.
Are you losing your brain power?
I'm just, you want to do the quote? Y'all want to vote?
Guys, voting it's just go do it. Just do it, please.
There's resources to check your registration in the description.
Check your registration, and then doing that will also tell you where you can vote. In places, some places have a specific place that you go vote. Yeah.
That yawn just overtook me. I tried not to open my mouth.
Make sure you have a plan on that day. If you've got, like, work or something like that and you're able to, or whatever, if you got kids. Because I know people with kids watch this all the time.
Yeah. Actually, some of my friends do have kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway, yeah, please vote. Please, please, please. Do not vote for Donald Trump.
Do not vote for Donald Trump. If you're going to vote for Donald Trump, just stay home.
Don't. If you were voting for Donald Trump and watching this podcast,
what are you doing here?
Why are you here?
There's also that part. How did you make it this far?
How? Anyway, please vote. Are you ready for the quote?
Yes.
Okay.
Did the same one?
Yeah.
Act like I'm surprised.
It was so good, though. I had to. Maeve, our friend Maeve, from July 31st, 2 years ago. By the end of this, my pronouns might be he, him again.
And that was...
When we were watching the Battle of Winterfell, the one that was, like, in the dark, the last season, that was just, like, so much happened in that episode.
I had my testosterone pumping as well.
That's what I'm saying,
I feel like
dude. I want to go
makes
to
you
war.
want to fight. I want a lightsaber. Can you imagine being in Game of Thrones with a lightsaber?
That would be like,
I go to Game of Thrones, I have automatic weapons. Would Dany's dragon still get me?
Oh my god, no, they wouldn't. You kidding me?
God, it's a blessing that Cersei did not have machine guns. She would have been a tyrant.
Oh my god.
She was a tyrant anyway.
God.
Wow. Anywho, I hope I didn't depress y'all too much. And hopefully I'll be in a better mood next week.
Well, yes, but hopefully it wasn't deep. Oh my god. Hopefully it wasn't depressing, and more so like just to understand that,
I'm hoping I help some people to not feel alone if they are feeling the same way as me. But if I am actually, in fact, just alone, just go ahead and keep that to yourself. Just go ahead and don't tell me that. Thanks.
I just can't imagine anybody actually telling me that. Oh my god, my foot is so bloody numb. Bye.